Hey, welcome back to Shakesyear. We've made it to Act 3 of Henry VI Part 2. So we're technically about halfway through Henry VI, all of the various pieces thereof. Anyway, we get to hear from Queen Margaret today. Recap of things going on. Everybody hates everybody. Everybody's trying to undo Humphrey. Everybody's trying to undo York. Humphrey, Duke of Gloucester's wife, Eleanor, got arrested for having a seance and getting some prophecies about the king and a couple of the dukes, and she's been sent off to live in exile on the Isle of Man. And then at the very end of yesterday's scene, a messenger came in and told Humphrey that he was wanted at court, and he's like, well, why didn't somebody tell me before now that I'm wanted at court? And he goes off to court, and Eleanor is led off to live in exile on the Isle of Man, holding her head as high as she can for a woman who's just been paraded with the shame bell, essentially, through the streets. So, at the beginning of Act 3, Scene 1, we are in the court, and the king and the queen and Buckingham and all sorts of people are there, and the king starts out just sort of musing, and he's like, why is Gloucester not here yet? Like, this is so unlike him for him to not be here. And Queen Margaret says, can you not see? Or will ye not observe the strangeness of his altered countenance? With what a majesty he bears himself, how insolent of late he is become, how proud, how peremptory and unlike himself. We know the time since he was mild and affable, and if we did but glance a far-off look, immediately he was upon his knee, that all the court admired him for submission. But meet him now, and be it in the morn, when everyone will give the time of day, he knits his brow and shows an angry eye, and passeth by with stiff unbowed knee, disdaining duty that to us belongs. Small curs are not regarded when they grin, but great men tremble when the lion roars, and Humphrey is no little man in England. First note that he is near you in descent, and should you fall, he is the next will mount. Meseemeth then, it is no policy, respecting what a rancorous mind he bears, and his advantage following your decease, that he should come about your royal person, or be admitted to your highness' council. By flattery hath he won the commons' hearts, and when he please make commotion, 'tis to be feared they all will follow him. Now 'tis the spring, and weeds are shallow-rooted. Suffer them now, and they'll o'ergrow the garden, and choke the herbs for want of husbandry. The reverent care I bear unto my lord made me collect these dangers in the duke. If it be fond, call it a woman's fear, which fear, if better reasons can supplant, I will subscribe and say I wronged the duke. My lord of Suffolk, Buckingham, and York, reprove my allegation if you can, or else conclude my words ineffectual. So yeah, she really doesn't like Humphrey. She's setting him up. She's like, he's not himself, he's changed, he's rude, he's grumpy, and it's probably because if you die, then he gets the throne and he wants it. So watch your back. And then she's like, anybody else that's in the room that wants to say that I'm wrong, that has some sort of proof that I might be wrong, speak now or forever hold your peace. And so the Earl of Suffolk speaks. And tomorrow you get to find out what he says, because that's tomorrow's monologue. I'll see you then.